Hey everyone, it's Tree here, and with Tree Ketos, and I'm a day late, but I am here. And today is October 8th, 2020, and this is an update. So it's been a week, and the numbers that I'm going to be giving to you are including today, just because that's the numbers that I ended up crunching. But I wanted to start with the Plexus challenge, which is the 90-day challenge that I was doing. At this point, I'm not quite ready to say yay or nay because it's only been a week. I do want to give it a full 90 days before having a full opinion on all of this, but I will let you know what's happened so far. So basically, I did start October 1st, and today is October 8th, and I'm, for the majority of us, we're looking at the scale. Shouldn't always have to look at the scale, but the reality is we all look at the scale. So, for this period of time of 8 days, I am down 6.4 pounds, and I am definitely pleased with that. And the other thing, and I didn't get my husband to help me with measuring yet, so we will have to measure to see what the difference is in inches, because of course that is an indicator where our bodies are going, as well as, the scale does play a part. So there's people out there that are like, oh, the scale doesn't matter. It does a little bit, just not as much as people try to make it out to. It doesn't have that much power. It just has a little bit of an indicator, something to add to the equation. So once I get my inches done, I can tell you what inches I have lost in the last 8 days. The other thing is my glucose. The last time I talked to you about the fact that I was actually diagnosed as a diabetic during this lovely worldwide virus. Since I had went ahead and allowed myself to eat whatever I want, and my body wasn't okay with it. So this is the consequences, is the diabetes. On October 1st, my glucose meter read 156 for my morning glucose, fasted glucose. And as of today, it was 126. So that was down 30 milligrams per deciliter. So that was a bigger win to me than the pounds lost. Of course, I'm happy that the pounds are lost. Who am I kidding? But the insulin issue, the sugar issue, the diabetes issue, diabetes is a horrible way to live and a horrible way to die. I don't want to go there. I want to get it in check now. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is altogether how I've done since starting the Plexus products, which is the Triplexus package, which includes what they call the pink drink and the prebiotic, probiotic cleanse pills that I take. I showed it in the last video. If you'd like to see what that was, you can go ahead and watch that. So one of the things that I've noticed is, and I'm going to just do the Plexus first, and then I'm going to go into my 100-day keto challenge results afterward, just to kind of keep them separated. Basically, at this point with the Plexus, the thing that I noticed the most, I've been doing keto, intermittent fasting, extended fasting, and workouts for years now, a couple years now. And the thing about, especially with extended fasting, and of course with keto too, happen, which they consider the keto flu, which is not really a flu. It's just you're drained and tired, lethargic, don't feel very well from mainly your electrolytes dumping. And how I got around that before was I would make my own electrolyte drink with, I would use no salt for potassium, and then I would add a little bit of apple cider vinegar because it helps with blood sugars and whatever. And then on the outside I would take magnesium citrate pills. And in the beginning I used to add salt, but I found that because of my high blood pressure, I didn't really need it too much, except when I'm doing anything beyond 48 hours. If I'm going beyond 48 hours, I do find that I need to start adding salt. So I'll just, but I'm a big salt fan. I love salt. I'm a salty girl, not a sweet girl. So I can literally just put salt in my hand and eat it and I'm happy. So that's, when I feel like I really need the salt, that's what I do instead of putting it in my drink, because I don't want to. Anyway, and all that time, I still suffered from a little bit of weakness, lethargy, or lethargy, whichever way you pronounce it. And if it was the morning after a refeed, I could work out, but anything beyond that, not happening, because I'd be so exhausted. Even with the electrolyte drinks, I was just pooped. The difference with this, and like I said, a couple years I had done this, and I'd been fasting on and off for all this time. This time, I actually have energy. Not like oodles and oodles of energy yet, but of course it's only been a week, so gotta give this stuff time. But I do still have to say that I am impressed. I am impressed that I have the ability to go on my walks, and I have not missed a day this entire challenge. So from the first I started my walks, and not once have I missed, including the fact that it's been Aunt Flo visiting. Little TMI, sorry if there's anybody who gets touchy about that stuff, but it is what it is. And all us girls that deal with this, we know how that can affect us. And I have still been able to get out and do my walks, so I'm definitely impressed. Yeah, so that, and then the other thing is, with keto and with fasting, especially if I keep it on the cleaner side, the keto, I'm not like full-blown like, must be exactly clean, whatever. But I do tend to try to keep it mostly clean. I always notice belly bloat going down. But this time, it is significant. The fact that, just within the last 8 days, my clothes are like so loose from when I first started. It is unbelievable. And when I'm laying down, I can totally feel the difference. And previously when I've done it, I did get bloat reduction, but I can feel and tell the difference. But on the other hand, the only other thing that I had noticed is I do get a little belchy, which is odd. Not like horribly belchy. Sorry if I'm offending anybody who doesn't like belching, but hello, welcome to life. But like I said, it's not like big, giant, huge belches and all the time, but like just a little bit extra belchy. So I'm not 100% sure what that's about. It could be candida die-off or something like that, but I'm just sort of making things up as I go. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just guessing. I am guessing. That's on that part. So, so far, I am pleased with how I feel, how my activities have increased, and how my clothes are fitting, and most important, my glucose numbers coming down to normal. So now we'll go to the 100 Days of Keto challenge that I'm doing with my friend. This one, it's been really good. I was so glad that she had invited me. She's the one who also introduced me to the Triplexus products. And I had been watching her and her progress. So that's been very encouraging. And my minute, I'm getting pretty long-winded here. Sorry about that. So I'll just hop to it. So basically, tracking, measuring, weighing, which is such a pain in the butt. But like I said, I am determined at this point. I don't want to be a diabetic. I don't want to have all the diabetic health issues, and I don't want to die because of diabetes killing me. It's a horrible way to go, and it's a horrible way to live, to have unmanaged diabetes. No thank you. So, for the keto, I started on September 25th, and today's day 13, and I am officially down 20.4 pounds, which is amazing. Amazing. And like I said, I don't think the average person would lose that quickly, but because I am a very fluffy girl here, that's a bit more common than when you're smaller. And oh yes, so here it is. So with my glucose, on September 25th, my glucose was 192 milligrams per deciliter, and it came down, of course, like I said, to 126, which is a 66 milligrams per deciliter drop. I can't say anything more. I mean, I feel like I'm getting my life back. So I am really happy with all the things that I am doing, and I think it takes everything. Plexus, Plexus seems so far to be a decent product. So far, like I said, a week. Come on, we need time here to really see how it does. But it's not a magic bullet. There is no magic bullet. The keto isn't magic bullet. The fasting isn't magic bullet. You need to have, a good combination and of what works for you, because your body is not the same as mine. Your health history is not the same as mine. You might have issues where maybe you can't do high fat if you don't have a gallbladder. Maybe you have intolerances or whatever it is. Maybe you can't do keto. That doesn't matter. Don't do keto. Find something that works for you and own it. Own it. And don't be like, I'm going to start next Monday. No, start today. Why wait? Why wait? Why wait? And that's kind of the